It's the start of our day at JF Customs, and I'm excited to show you a little project. I'm always looking for stuff that's going to be relatable to you, the audience, and I think I've got a little project I have to get out of the way this morning that you're really going to enjoy. We're working on a 1972 C10. It's a gorgeous little truck, but the problem I've got is a problem most of you guys run into, so we'll show you how to solve it. So a common C10 issue is once you've relocated the gas tank, you kind of end up with a spot here on the cab that needs some repairs, right? Seems easy enough that you would put a filler piece in, and that's what we are going to do. But we're going to show you a couple tricks that are going to make that way easier and look better. That way you got a nice finish when you're done. Here's a trick you may not know when it comes to making templates. Yeah, I'm still going to use a Sharpie, but I'm actually going to use the back end of it. And I'm just going to scribe or transfer the actual shape onto this piece of paper. You can see the lines coming out there. That gives me an idea of where, how big to make my template. See that? Perfect. I want to be able to test fit this. I'm going to take this little piece of tape, do that with it, I'm ready. All right, this is as simple as transferring this over to a piece of sheet metal. Cutting it off. One thing you'll notice that's kind of cool, Gary's really good about it. See how that says 18 on it? That way I know it's 18 gauge. All you have to do when you're cutting your pieces of sheet metal at the shop is label them, and then you know what you're getting. So you'll notice I left just a little extra there because I'm going to be shaping this piece. I don't want to end up with not enough material when I'm done. Pretty straightforward here. Here's a homemade hammer made out of an old, I don't know, would that be a ball bearing or something? And all I want to do is just add a little bit of shape to this piece. Not much, but you can see that the cab's kind of got a body line there, and you've got the roundness of the back of the cab coming off. A flat patch would work, but one with a bit of shape is going to be a little bit better. You can see that's overly bent there. We're just going to squish it flat. Fancy tools aren't always important when you're metal shaping. Sometimes it's okay to just use whatever's around. I've used bending pieces of sheet metal over my knee. I've used this big old vise a bunch of times. I think I'm going to use this big vise as an anvil here right now. Sometimes we tape up our hammers depending on what we're doing. Not want to leave a mark sometimes. Today, I'm just cleaning up those little marks that I put in it. You'll be able to see here. And you could have beat that around on a piece of wood or whatever you want. Just give it just a little bit of shape. I don't know if you can see that it's just off of being flat. One other cool thing I'm going to show you, because this really helps. It'll help you hold a piece of sheet metal when you're filling a gap like that. Just one simple little weld like that, and I can introduce the piece into the truck and pull it back out. We're going to make another one of these for my cousin David's truck, but we're going to fold the edge, and we'll show you that too if you like. That one we're going to be able to glue in because his truck's patina and we don't want to have a big weld on that part of the truck. So you can see that little shape I added. You can see that I got really lucky. It touches all the way around here. So the shaping is pretty nice if you look at it from the back side. Adding that little bit of shape, and you'll notice I just kind of rotate it till it fits nice. We were guessing a little at the shape, but I'd say there it is. It's right on the money. So I'm always working back to the same spot. I decided I'm going to add this little line. So I've marked both surfaces, and that way I can go back to them. And time to start trimming off that little excess there. We have a weird little outcropping there. So we'll make sure we don't cut it off. Okay, we're in the ballpark. Let's go look. Don't be in a hurry at this stage to get welding. If you see that you're getting close, it's okay to spend a couple extra minutes and just make sure it fits really nice. Final fitting the piece before you weld it's super important. Just a little material off right here. Just a little material to come off. That ought to do it. So you can tell we're getting pretty close here. You can see the fit is really nice. It's kind of flush. Just working my way around it. Now what we're going to do is get ready and take this little lip off. Look at this fit. Yeah. That's why we gave it shape. That's about as close as we're going to get, so I am actually going to start welding. Now at this point you got three choices really. You could take this nice patch and butt weld it or weld it right on top of the cab and then just skim coat the filler. I think that would be totally fine because there's so much shape here you have to have anyways. You could also trim this patch down, leave this little lip in the cab and just weld it to that. That would leave this super secure and it doesn't move around a lot if you do it that way. I'm going to do it the hard way just so that we can go through the process and you can see how it's done. So I've completely marked this on the outside here. I'm going to take a saw and just knock that little lip off. You'll see why this is important. It's just so we can hold it and make it work. So here we go. I'm going to chop it off. See, we've got not a bad fit. Just gonna try to reorganize it here. What this also shows me, there's a little low spot on the cab there I'm gonna be able to bring out. But I think we're in pretty good shape here. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I want to bring this up a little bit. Just have to be complicated. I'm going to spread the load here a little bit and just pry that up just a touch. Okay, I think I'm ready to start welding. Just to be careful, because this truck is still complete. I don't want to burn the carpet, but we're just going to use the floor mat out of the truck. That'll create a nice barrier between it and the carpet. Give me some space. The last thing we want to do is to have a problem. Burn anything up. If you want to go get into welder, or actually just. Okay, I'm going to go get my welder. Okay, I think I'm ready to start welding. Just to be careful, because this truck is still complete. I don't want to burn the carpet, but we're just going to use the floor mat out of the truck. That'll create a nice barrier between it and the carpet. Give me some space. The last thing you want to do is to have a problem. Now you remember that indicator mark that I put there? Important. Give us an idea where to start. I'm going to get the elevation just right. And what I'm going to do is just work my way around it. Make sure the elevations are sitting right. The more likely I am to have a really, really nice finished product when I'm done. Yep. The welder was giving us a bit more splash than we thought, so just thought we'd cover up that door a little bit. At this point, I want a really nice flush fit, so I'm just manipulating both pieces of metal. Taking my time while welding. So if you look real close here, I'll explain what I'm trying to do with my welds. I weld one spot, I let it cool off so it's not red anymore, and then I attack the welder to that spot again and just move it down just a little bit. So it's spot by spot by spot, but they should overlap about 30%. You got a blow gun? Okay. Yeah. Even looks like mine. We'll call that finished up on the welding. This next step is just to make it look pretty and prep it for filler. And there it is. Do it from here, maybe. And there it is. Nice little patch panel project. You can see how important it was to put a little shape in it. Perfect. Now that we've got that all welded up on the pickup, we are going to show you how to mix and apply body filler, because that's really the next step. We might do this dozens of times on different projects. Of course, this was a simple metalwork project. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, click, subscribe, tell your friends, and let's take you tomorrow to see how Teddy makes out with applying body filler.